should you be doing long-form content or short-form content? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I absolutely love sketch comedy. I've been doing it for so long.
Love is deaf. People go on dates, but they can only communicate using sign language, but they're not deaf. Right.
But I just don't want that life. My big picture goal is not to be a stand-up comedian. It's to do long format storytelling and comedy on a screen.
You want to create like an experience that matters to you.
That's really it, man. Just make people laugh.
You're not pursuing a career in movies because you just love hard work.
Right.
Like, you're doing it because you enjoy some aspect of the process.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of storytelling, where you can, if you can make something and someone walks away and they're having those thoughts, like that is it. Using comedy as a vehicle to do that is so effective.
How often do you write things or do things that like make you laugh more than it makes the people around you laugh? Does that happen?
It's so funny because like if I...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Travis Makes Friends podcast. Today I am, I guess, really just furthering my friendship with Nikki Howard. Nikki, what's up?
Hi,
Welcome.
I feel like we're already friends.
Welcome back.
I feel like we've been friends.
It's true.
And now
we've been in communication and things.
Yeah, that's about as like deep as my friendship, my adult friendships go these days. We've talked a couple times over the years.
Exactly.
We're best friends.
Which is more than 0 times.
That's right.
Which qualifies as a friendship.
I think so. Yeah.
I know things about your life. You just got married.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I knew that. That was a thing that I knew about you.
Yeah,
so
you did.
We're friends.
That's it. That's really all you need to know about me. That's about as deep as it gets.
Just the major life events.
Yeah.
Nothing behind the scenes. We don't want to get too deep.
And you're a Virgo.
I am.
Maybe.
That's what we had thought.
Maybe.
Yeah. We didn't actually ask Google or ChatGPT
I don't think
or
we should.
else.
I like doing that where I just like, I speculate and then don't check. And I go like, that's fine for me.
It's more fun to just fight about it.
Right. Or I'll ask people and then not check.
Yeah.
Like if that's correct. And then I'll just live my life
remain
like that.
Ignorant.
Yeah. Until somebody goes like, that's not true at all.
The thing is, if you do it all the time, then you have to do it with everything all the time. And it's like, do I really want to just be accumulating useless knowledge for no reason?
I do when it's entertaining.
Yeah, well, that's useful knowledge is entertaining.
I mean, I don't know.
It's
not the
what's
things
an
I'm
example
interested
of
in?
useless something that is entertaining?
The foods that built America.
Is this something that you researched recently?
This is a show.
No, it's not.
Oh my! The brands that built America, the foods that built America.
Oh yes, I've heard about that.
Great show, terrible reenactments, but I'm like very invested in.
I'm down for terrible reenactments.
It's really interesting. I'm like, I did not know that much about Domino's Pizza.
Oh,
but
so they do like little profiles on big brands or something.
Yeah,
and the history behind them.
That's right.
Wow,
I feel like you would like it.
That you know what.
I take back everything
We're talking
I said.
about it as though it's completely useless, but I feel like I would enjoy that.
You would.
Unfortunately,
it's on Hulu.
That says more about me than it does about the people who created it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's, but apparently I have terrible taste in any sort of content. So
is that true?
I think I have fantastic taste, but Rotten Tomatoes would say otherwise.
That's very true. But I think Rotten Tomatoes has terrible taste.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody should.
Every movie
make a site
I love
to rank Rotten Tomatoes rankings.
That's what I think, because every movie I love has like 12%, or it's like negative.
Yeah,
everyone's like,
which doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, that is one of the greatest cinematic feats of all time.
I don't even understand the ranking system.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's a popcorn, there's a tomato. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way,
it doesn't make any sense. Did you see Happy Gilmore 2?
I sure fucking did.
What'd you think?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very good. The way that they got into that story was just perfect.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It took me a second to adjust.
Right.
Because I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler.
Yeah, it was really good.
That first scene was like, oh,
okay. Sure.
We're accepting this as a reality.
Yeah. I was all in. Apparently it grossed more than like, it was Amazon or not Netflix's highest like.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because we've been waiting for 30 years for that.
Yes.
For that sequel, first of all. And then second of all, hey guys, Travis here, and I'm interrupting my own conversation to talk to you a little bit about the obvious, which is that you can clearly see this channel is starting from scratch. So based on a few external factors and some things internally with our team, we decided to basically move all of our long form content over to one YouTube channel. So our remaining channels that we've had existing for a long time. We're putting all of our shorts content over there, but this channel is going to be reserved for all of our long form stuff. So if you've enjoyed this conversation so far and you like this type of content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We could use all the love we could get, all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions over here on this channel, and I will personally get back to each and every one of you that comments on any of the videos on this channel. Shoot me a message, shoot me an email, travis@travischappell.com. I will get back to you personally. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram if that's easier, @travischappell. Either way, we're just trying to build this community and build a channel that is helpful for all of you. Whether that's for the education standpoint, some of the health and fitness experts that we bring on, or some of the comedy people that we have a good time with. We just want to make this the most valuable channel that we possibly can for you. So hit that subscribe button, like, comment on this video, and we'll chat real soon. I told my wife this too when we were watching that. I was like, the marketing genius that is Adam Sandler and Happy Madison Productions, to get as many influencers involved in the film as they could was so strategic and so well done. From Travis Kelce, who obviously is dating potentially the most famous person in the world, who also tweeted about the release. It's like, well, she probably wouldn't have said anything about the release if her boyfriend wasn't in it. And then you have Paige Spiranac. Do you know who that is?
I don't even know who that is.
She's in a couple of scenes. She's like the golf girl.
Oh yeah, I know.
She was like my golf crush for a while. Yeah,
golf crush. She was my golf
Yeah,
crush.
I had to stop following her. I told my wife, I was like, my wife and I would like send pictures back and forth. It's just like, and she bought me like a calendar for my birthday or whatever, That's amazing. And I was like, this is becoming unhealthy.
Yeah, I should stop.
But like, she was in it. She's got like 4 million followers or something, all golf content and stuff. Golf content.
I was literally just gonna say, it's so funny because I'll like lean over to my husband's like Twitter or X, and it'll just be like, he'll get some of these golf videos, and I'm like, she could be doing anything.
No, I'm watching her swing.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so, but X is just
look
like
at the technique,
the craziest platform I've ever seen. It's crypto
really
and just porn.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And no rhyme or reason too. Sometimes it's all porn, sometimes it's all crypto.
And then politics.
Yeah.
Somehow it's like a professional like you can be in one chamber where it's all professionalism and politics and stuff like that. And then immediately all of a sudden it's just flooded with OnlyFans stuff, but they can actually like post clips of their content there.
It's wild.
It's like, what is going on?
But it's a great way to keep, because I'm assuming it's like a male-oriented platform.
It's got to be.
Especially
now.
There's no way it's not. But I'm like, it's a great way to keep guys on there. And it like breaks up, I think, the mental, like, it's like, oh yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to get off. But then it's like titties. And you're like, oh, I'm back on.
And then I'm going to get off.
Yeah. And now I'm going to get off. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a strange place.
It is.
Texas.
But, damn it, Elon, you keep doing it. Doing God's work over there.
Yeah. Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to. So catch me up. I was looking today, and it was 2023, our first chat. Yeah. It was like,
that's crazy.
Like February 23, like 2.5 years ago.
It's a little disturbing, to be honest. But so what's happened in 2 years?
I was not expecting it.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, last couple of years. What's been going on?
Really, I wish I had like more of an exciting answer. I've just been kind of cranking out comedy. Put a web series out. Second season's coming out next. I don't know when this comes out, but I think
a couple weeks.
August 6th. So
okay, this will be out before
season 2.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do longer, more narrative stuff now.
Okay. Are you writing the whole thing?
Yeah, doing all the things. Yeah, but I'm the way that kind of I'm watching and hearing YouTube is now, they want to be the new Netflix, and even just watching friends and people when they go to sit down, they pull up YouTube before they pull up Netflix, which is interesting. So
you've seen that, you're saying? Like
anecdotally?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we do it at our house where I'm like...
I was about to say, I'm really, really, really late to the YouTube train.
Yeah.
I literally just started watching YouTube on my television.
It's
probably like
cool.
2 months ago.
How do you feel?
Like, I feel okay about it.
Yeah. Have you found your channels yet?
Kind of. I haven't really been like browsing too much. Like there was just a couple times where I was like, oh, I want to watch, I'm going to cook dinner. Let me throw on a podcast or something like that. And I'll just like watch a podcast.
Yeah.
But then recently it's just been more like Kill Tony episodes.
Yeah. Did you watch
those ones?
The newest one that
with
just
Adam
came
Ray
out?
As
no, not
Tony
Adam.
Okay. Then I didn't know.
No, I was when I was in Austin.
Okay.
I went with my bestie Brad Pella.
Oh, sweet.
We went, signed up, didn't get called, but there was a guy on there that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Really?
So,
like, like his minute?
His minute, and then
really?
his interview after. He was on before.
Was it because he's really funny or because everybody was?
No, he's really funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Timmy No Breaks. That's his name.
Oh, wait. No, I know this guy.
Yeah. So he was on once.
Yeah.
He came back when I was there.
Yeah.
And like, it was the funniest thing I've seen in so long.
I do remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. So look him up. It's
Do
great.
you ever get like anxious watching that show when like people bomb? Or are you so used to it being a comedy?
No, I mean, I feel bad, but it's also like,
You literally signed up for this?
yeah. And it's yeah, they did. And you know the show, and it's kind of like, it's funny though.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
But also,
it's not
it's
like
funny.
a regular open mic. Like at a regular open mic, it's just like, oh God, this is so.
Well, it seems like at a regular open mic, everybody would kind of be like rooting for you to do really well.
No.
No?
It's more just like,
Well, there
this
goes.
sucks.
That means I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, well, you should try. You never know. It's a fun feeling to get up there and be like, oh no,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Be immediately judged by everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's neat. Neat. Love it. But yeah, that's pretty much
Web series,
web series.
but also
I got a movie.
couple movies.
Yeah, I just wrapped a movie in Austin called The Academy of Everything Is Possible, and I have a movie coming out August 22nd in AMC's. It's called Hollywood Grit. It's with Max Martini and Tyrese Gibson.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun neo-noir action thriller original music.
And that's on AMC?
At AMC's, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
there's so please go see it. We need people to go to the movie theaters.
I will be there.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's like, I think it's so hard to make an indie.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get funding for, which I didn't realize, like getting funding for a movie that's like less than like $5 million for some reason is hard, which you wouldn't assume.
Yeah.
But nobody, I don't know.
It's just because the less investment, the more difficult it is to have a return.
Yeah, I guess
there's
so.
It's got to be a sweet spot somewhere.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that like the entire movie business has just been flipped on its head with streaming services because like DVD releases was an entire, like a whole nother barrage of money, right?
Yeah.
And now that doesn't really exist.
Right.
So
yeah,
they've got to figure out other ways to monetize somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm in production right now with my friend Brent for a feature that we're shooting next spring.
Sweet.
Which is exciting. So trying to just like...
What role do you have in that movie? Like, I mean, are you acting? Are you
Yeah, I'm
writing?
acting and I guess helping produce. But
Okay.
Brent's wrote and directed it.
Oh, he wrote it. Okay.
Yeah, so he's also... the two of us are starring in it. It's fun comedy, psychedelic comedy that takes place at a music festival.
That's awesome.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
How was that process? Like going through writing, producing, getting funding, filming?
I mean, he's really kind of been the leader in that.
Okay.
I've been setting up meetings and doing what I can, and then just kind of being like support with whatever he needs, and also like script stuff.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like as a smaller movie, you have your challenges, and then the way that everything is shifted, the distribution plan and the just the funding of the movie is not. I think we're the first wave of this new kind of wave of filmmakers of like, how do we navigate, because you're not going to go and get like a traditional. It's not the 90s. You can't write a script and someone likes it and like, people take a chance. There's like a lot less risk being taken right now, which is why we keep getting the same Marvel movies and the same, actors and all of that.
Well, it's like
safe.
what the studio that Seth Rogen's doing right now, the studio's kind of making fun of.
Exactly.
It's just kind of like, you can't tell real stories. You have to do the next Kool-Aid movie.
Right,
or the
exactly.
Next, Pac-Man movie.
It's true, though.
You have to capitalize on old IP that everybody recognizes.
That's
or else you're
exactly
not going to make any money if you spend over $20 million on a movie.
Or even, nobody even wants to spend any money. People are scared, which I understand because they don't really know what's happening. But
it's so strange because like distribution's never been easier in terms of volume of options.
Right. It's just a matter of like, how are you gonna, because you still have to have a plan to,
Get viewers.
And if people aren't going to theaters, or if you can even get in a theater,
right?
Like that, it's just really, it's hard. So you have to be kind of creative, which has been good for us because we're just used to doing everything ourselves, and so I think we haven't been like, I guess for lack of a better term, brainwashed by the traditional way of doing things. So we're able to think outside of the box and think differently as far as like, how are we going to get the movie seen and distributed ourselves, or if we,
So it could be good news for people like you who want to create and then can figure out the other pieces of it, but potentially bad news for people who are just so caught in the traditional system because it's not working for them very well anymore.
Yeah, and I think I've spoken to a lot of people who have had success in, they've been doing this for a while and they've had success in the traditional sense, and now it's changing and they're not, and it feels like, from what I've heard from them, and I can also imagine, like going backwards. Like now you have to do everything yourself, and now it's like they've already done student films, they've worked on big shows, and like, so I think we're at an advantage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting, especially with YouTube now pushing longer form content and like original, they want series up there. So just trying to figure out how to, I'm thinking of doing creating a series essentially that lives on YouTube, and which, instead of shopping a pilot around and hoping that some network is going to pick it up,
hoping that you'll be the belle of the ball.
Right. Yeah. Which feels very, just not like reality.
Yeah. Well, you're leaving your success up to something that's completely out of your control for the most part.
Right. And just a wish, just like, hopefully I'll be, but it's like, you're small fish in a big pond if you do it that way. Whereas like if you create it and self-produce it and, self-distribute it on something like YouTube, I already have a channel, so I think it would be more likely for somebody to go like, oh, that's a great show, I'll buy that show, as opposed to like, I'll take a chance on this pilot.
Sure. It's like there's already viewership here, there's already traction here. Now we'll take it on from season 2 or season 3. Did you ever see
Broad City?
What's the show? Letterkenny?
Yeah, great show.
Did you ever see that show?
Fantastic show.
So would that be an example of that? Because they were on like Crave or some teeny tiny Canadian something.
Yeah, well, they were on a channel. They were on a network, I believe. I don't think that I think they wrote it.
But then Hulu picked it up.
Yeah, but I think they were. I know that they wrote it. They created it.
Yeah, the main guy, Jared Kiso or something.
But I'm not positive. I think they might have gotten in, like, picked up by whatever that small network was. So I don't think that they like self-released and produced it, but I could be totally wrong.
Okay. But then a bigger distributor comes in and goes like, oh, this is doing really well.
Yeah. Broad City is a great example of that. Whereas they had the series, they put it on YouTube and someone saw it and bought it, or HBO, I think, or whatever. They saw it on YouTube and bought it and made the show. Okay. Something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, you have to be prepared to not have that happen at all.
Yeah.
Which is like then it goes like, how do you fund this?
Sure. Well, fund it and then like justify the time that you're putting into it.
Yeah. I mean, I can justify that by saying like, I have this, an asset on my channel, but it's like, if I want to do it right and have it be, quality and good. Yeah. Have to, and not kill myself in the process. Have to like invest some money into
like
it.
Real money,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could still be small, but like I just shot this web series for no money and did every department, and bless his heart, my DP is fantastic and did every job possible, but I'm like, I can't do this to this man again. Like, this is not, like, we both are like, this is practically your project too. Like, so some assistance would be good, but again, just kind of like slowly transitioning into that, trying to anyway.
What does a producer do, Nikki?
What a good question.
Since it's elusive to me. Like you see credits all the time. And you're like, okay, so there seems to be a producer who does maybe like putting pieces together. Then you have like 38 executive producers and all these other people with producer credits. And it's like, but did they do anything? What are they?
Right.
It's a world that I don't.
I should
understand.
really be better at the terms. I know that there's different kinds of producers. There's a line producer who usually does a budget and like calculates everything. There's I don't know if it's like a producer or an executive producer. I don't know. There's people. A producer is someone that like funds the project and puts money into it, but then also has,
or at
like,
least finds funding for it
right,
if they're not personally funding it.
Yeah, I'm not. I really should know this. I'm a terrible filmmaker, but
But that kind of proves my point. Is that like it seems to be just like this elusive job title.
Yeah, I mean, I know I am a producer in the sense of like I'm funding this project and then facilitating.
You're hiring people, putting people together, finding talent.
Well, those are different jobs also. Okay. Like casting is a department, and like, there's locations is a department. There's just a casting director.
There you go.
Director. I know there's a lot of terms.
Yeah. Well, none of that makes any
I
sense.
I should Google that, but again, I won't.
should Google that.
I won't do it. I'm just gonna
keep making guesses.
I'm gonna ask someone, and then whatever they say is now my reality. Yeah. Don't listen to me though. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So on the YouTube side, you're still doing a bunch of sketch comedy?
Yeah.
In addition to the web series?
So yeah, I'm doing more now. Like I literally listened to something yesterday on YouTube that it was like, should you be doing long form content or short form content? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, perfect.
Thank you for not narrowing that down.
Right. So do everything. Great. I have time. Yeah. So I'm kind of really doing both. I have a backlog of old sketches that I repurpose on shorts, because now that's a thing. Yeah. So repurposing that, and then also making like I guess less quality, like more phone, little shorter sketches, which for Instagram or whatever, just because people like it. I don't know. So I'm trying to mix it up. But yeah.
People like the underproduced stuff.
Yeah,
sometimes
I sometimes feel like I'm doing it wrong because I'm making it like longer and better, and people want it shorter and worse, which is always.
I actually prefer not quality. Well, we talked about that last time with those like that whole move. I think it's kind of gone away now, but like those like NPC TikTok videos. Yeah. Where it's just like, this is just brain rot.
Yeah, it's
like,
bizarre.
What is happening?
That was a weird time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we've moved on.
Me too. I feel like as a society, we're doing better now that that's no longer a thing. There's an audience for it, you know? Like, it's different to like navigate for. You're
not going to sell a show off of it.
Right. Yeah. I'm thinking bigger picture.
Yeah.
And I always have been. So I'm trying to like still remain like relevant and do things that I enjoy on Instagram.
And that you will enjoy.
Right.
If it goes well.
Right.
I'm talking about that a lot lately with other creators, where I've seen this kind of trend where people start a project because they love doing this one thing, and then they make one, tweak to it one time. There was just a one-off video, but that one takes off. So they just start doing more of that thing, and then they like look back in 2 years and like, I'm doing something that I hate now. Right. Because it's the only thing that I've done that actually gets traction or views. So I kind of have to keep doing it because it pays money, but I also don't like it at all. It's like, well, then what are we creating for?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, why not just work a job if
100%.
you're just going to do something that you don't like doing?
Yeah, that's why I don't ever really look at my analytics, but I also have always had this big picture goal in mind of wanting to do more longer form content anyway. So, but I mean, sketches, great example. Like I absolutely love sketch comedy. I've been doing it for so long, but it got to a point where I was like, I'm not working towards my big picture goal anymore, and I'm not
just spinning your wheels.
Yeah, I'm not really pushing myself creatively. I'm not. I have to, and it's scary to say like. And I knew very much going into making this web series where I went like, I know I'm not going to, or it's very likely that I won't recoup my investment or make as much money as I would make if I were to make a sketch that popped off. Like this is going to be a slow burn to get to where I want to go, but it's worth it for me because big picture, it's going to be worth it. But right now it's, so I wasn't going in being like, this is it, man. Like I was like, all right, I'm very like aware of, the natural progression of how this is gonna, I hopefully go. So, and it has gone like that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's so easy to get caught up in like the numbers and the like what are people but I've seen it so many times, and I don't look at that because this is not.
Which is also why you don't do a lot of stand-up comedy, right?
No, I really don't do stand-up, and I have told people I've done it before, but I just don't want that life.
Yeah.
I know what it entails to become a successful stand-up comedian, and my big picture goal is not to be a stand-up comedian. It's to do long format storytelling and comedy on a screen. That's what I want to do. I could definitely get more traction, maybe having like focusing more on that as opposed to like a sketches or whatever it is. But I also know how hard it is to be on the road all the time. Yeah. So many of my friends do it. It doesn't make me feel good to live like that. And so that would be one of those things where it's like, I am doing what I love, but it feels like a job. I know myself well enough to know, like, I just don't want that. And why would I do that when there is a way for me to get to the same place?
Sure.
Even if it's a little bit slower or whatever, to get there and still like enjoy my life.
Yeah. To put yourself on a path where you actually want to be at the destination.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like it's good to be able to learn everything about the filmmaking process so that I know moving forward, if there is a project where I'm not, as hands-on, I still know how to articulate to somebody what I want because I've done it.
Well, it just seems like from an outsider's perspective, it seems like there's a lot of uncertainty in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
And will probably require some iterations to be happening that have not ever had to happen before.
Yeah.
And it's going to come from people like you who are just doing the thing instead of waiting for somebody to give them permission to do the thing.
Right.
It's you learn more through the process of actually completing this film project or doing this thing with Brent. It's like you're learning more in that process that, when somebody in a decade from now, when that's the norm, that financier goes like, oh, well, you have 10 years of experience doing this stuff. Here's your check.
Right.
And you get to do exactly what you want to do for the budget you really want to work with people you actually want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And I hope so. I mean, it feels like that because again, things are changing, and now it's just like we're at a weird turning point with the way that, entertainment and media is consumed. So it seems like it's leaning in that direction.
Even with AI.
Yeah, 100%. AI is just absolutely insane.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, not funny, thank God. But,
Not yet.
I don't know. I think that they really want everything to be like, have a happy, be happy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm sure just maniacal, this chaos will happen everywhere if it's not like that. So hopefully it stays like that, but not great for comedy.
So if you were going to like paint an ideal future for yourself in like a decade from now, what would you say you'd be doing?
Just making,
like features? Yeah,
features, a series would be great.
Like sitcoms type series?
Yeah, or even, honestly, any form of longer form storytelling, whether it's on YouTube, if that's like the place that it's supposed to be, or off on whatever the stream. I just want people to see it. I would just want to, keep doing what I love with the people that I love, and I'm so grateful that I get to do that, and I've gotten to do that on, my trajectory is heading towards that, which is awesome. So I'm just, that's really it, man. Just make people laugh.
That's one thing that I really love that's come out of the streaming platforms is all of the long form television shows that are basically movies every episode that they make. It's just like, that has been my stuff recently.
What's your jam?
Let's see. Most recently, we finished season 1. There's only one season out of Mobland.
Okay.
Did you see that one?
No, but I heard it's good.
So Guy Ritchie's probably top 3 favorite directors of all time. I love his stuff. And so it's Guy Ritchie directing, and Tom Hardy is the main actor, and he's top 3 favorite actors all time. So it was like, we can't go wrong with this one. Plus Pierce Brosnan is in it, and it was fantastic. So we just finished that one.
Oh, great.
Just to give Guy Ritchie another shout out, The Gentleman is fantastic.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Ooh, that's a really, really good one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, both the movie and the show. He made a movie and a show.
Oh.
They're different.
What are
They're Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, both from Netflix. What was interesting is that the movie came out first, I believe, and I watched the movie. It's Matthew McConaughey, Guy Ritchie, fantastic movie. And the series came out afterwards, but they're not the same story, but they are the same story. It was like, to me, it would seem like he just really loved this concept. So he built multiple projects off of it and then just ended up doing both of them.
Great.
But they're like very similar, where it's just like basically huge drug kingpins in England who lease land from these wealthy families who've been, who are like dukes and duchesses and stuff, who just have crazy amounts of land, and then they build underground farms on their property and give them percentages of it.
Whoa.
But like both of the storylines are based off of that, but they're completely different stories still. So either way, both of them definitely worth watching. The movie's fantastic. Hugh Grant's in the movie as well as Matthew McConaughey.
Love that
fantastic. And the series is also really, I forget the main guy's name, but it's the dude from Divergent.
See, I'm telling you, I'm
What's that? No, not Miles Teller.
I'm busy watching The Foods That Built America. So
Yes. Yeah, he's the lead in that one.
Okay.
But yeah, both of them fantastic. Anyway, I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan. So
Yeah,
basically anything he puts out, I'm like,
you're
I'll
in.
watch that.
Yeah, Netflix is doing a good job of like I think they're doing like deals with bigger. But again, it's like that is maybe a dime a dozen in like the sea of terrible reality competition shows.
Yeah, exactly. I went to a bar the other day with my wife, and we went to go sit down in like the main area. They're like, "Oh, you actually can't sit here. You have to sit at the bar. We're having a Love Island watch party."
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
How did this get
that big?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they've shut down the bar.
Yeah, for a watch party.
That's
for Love
amazing.
Island. And I was like, that is a perfect example of what our society is watching.
People and they're going out of their house to watch it, which I'm impressed about, honestly.
Yeah.
But God, I would have left immediately. I want no part of that. I don't want that in my orbit. I don't want it permeating into my soul.
Yeah, exactly.
The people,
it's pretty wild.
But yeah, it's people love it. That's what So
the people with the money will always fund things that people will watch.
100%.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, people trying to tell real stories. It's like,
fuck them.
Save that for the indies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shut up.
Good luck at the film festival.
Here's another reality show about balloon animals.
Because it costs us nothing to make, and it'll make a ton of money.
Yeah. So
unfortunately, that's how it goes.
It's fine.
Are you watching anything right now that you've been enjoying? Besides Food That Built America?
Gosh.
Gosh. Just like
what am I watching? I don't know. I normally have just like terrible taste. So my husband is the guy with the good taste. So he just puts on. There's usually a fight about it where he's like, "We're gonna watch this show."
Yeah.
I've been watching the Trainwreck, the Netflix docu-series. I don't know if you've seen any of these, but they're fantastic.
Okay.
They're like little 1-episode documentaries about like, shit that went wrong in an event. Like there's one called The Poop Cruise. Great one.
I didn't watch it, but it was like on my Netflix homepage as something to watch.
Insane. It was a Carnival cruise ship that like just lost all of its power.
Which makes a lot of sense for a Carnival cruise ship.
The poop started coming up out of the toilets and like on a cruise, and it was like it was like they didn't have power for one day, and it turned into like it looked like you were downtown LA. The people had like sheets over.
It was post-apocalyptic in 24 hours.
Yeah, it was insane. But there's like little stories. Like I like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I like learning about things.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't watch a lot of sitcoms or anything like that?
What's a really good one is Colin from Accounts. It's an Australian show. I think it's on Peacock. It's great. It's one of the is really funny and that's I think like one of the only real sitcoms that I've seen recently. I don't know. I started watching White Lotus because everyone told me to. It was great.
It was great.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really like I usually when it's time to watch TV and the day is done, I fall asleep immediately. So like I've started a lot of things.
Well, that's what happens when you're like working.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Well, that's the difference between creators and consumers, right? It's like
Yeah.
you're focused most of your time on creating.
See,
rather than
I'm going to
consuming.
use that from now on when I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to sleep at 8:30 and everyone's like, oh, you want to go see this movie? Did see F1. Fantastic.
Was it?
Did you see it?
I have not seen it yet.
I
no.
will tell you my favorite part
Okay.
because we saw it in the theaters. The audience was so engaged. They were giving standing ovations. I've never
Standing
I have
ovations?
not been in a movie theater like this. It was
Wow.
clapping and people were like audible gasps. I had a better time. It was fantastic. I was like, I love these people.
You have to see this in the movie theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope that everybody has like the same experience that
Honestly,
I
I don't
did.
remember the last time that happened in a movie.
I
theater.
know.
Except unless it's like part of a major series, like the Avengers series or
Right.
Star Wars
Yeah.
or something like that, where there's a bunch of diehard fans in the
Yeah.
audience or whatever. But for like a
Yeah.
one-off film project like that,
I
is-
know. It was fantastic. I was so excited about
Would you have liked it as much if you had just like watched it?
Yeah,
at
I
your
thought it
house?
was. I thought it was really good. I mean, I also did not know anything about it. I thought it was great. I mean, also, I'm not sure if I was listening to a lot of it because Brad Pitt was shirtless.
I was gonna
and
say, yeah, anytime you put Brad Pitt on the screen,
I was like, yeah, whatever. I could do without
Yeah.
like as many cars. I'd say that would be my one note: is less cars, more of
More
Brad,
Brad Pitt.
in the ice bath. But being honest, but it's all right. I made it.
It
through.
did the trick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fantastic. I
Yeah.
have no idea what that was about.
these people got to start telling us their secrets because he's like what 58 now or something like that. He's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
No, he's not. 62.
It's insane.
That's wild.
It's insane. I know.
It's unfair, honestly.
It really is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
He's a star.
What are you gonna do?
That's what I want to watch.
When you're on that
movies.
level, it's literally his job.
Yeah, he has
to
to be
stay
that
looking like
attractive.
that. Yeah.
Like or else. Wow.
61.
What a
years old.
guy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well done, Brad. Well done.
Great hair. Just killing it. Yeah, of course.
Multiple
obviously.
transplants. Absolutely.
Who cares?
Yeah,
He has his
don't.
hair.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. God damn it. Leave the man alone.
Sure, impossible standards that we're
Oh,
expecting
of
people
course.
to live up to.
But I
you know?
think it's like that's why it seems like almost every woman in Hollywood they get like work done and then they look crazy.
that is a little fair. Like the Nicole Kidman look. It's
Yeah.
like she looks great, but you can always just tell.
Yeah,
It's like a little something.
You just look different.
Yeah.
You just look like this next gen version of yourself. This is weird.
Like the AI version of you.
Yeah. But
That's
it's our fault for being like, what happened to
for
you?
a whole, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I'm 70.
Why did you
Like,
age?
Yeah, exactly. What what happened to so and so? She looks crazy. It's like, yeah, she's 78 years
Yeah.
old.
What are you talking
She's
about?
not 24.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's the whole thing about being a woman.
Yeah, and then again,
Unfortunately.
it's always like it's not fair because Brad Pitt is like he just gets better looking.
Yeah,
and we
like
get
fine wine.
worse looking.
Like fine wine.
Yeah, what
or milk.
I want, or milk. We're milk, and he's wine. And nobody's even drinking milk anymore.
When you're putting these projects together, what's like the most enjoyable part for you? Is it the acting?
I think it would be the acting if I had a like support on site because right now I'm doing almost everybody's job.
I see.
So it's really hard.
Like if you were just an actor,
right? That
Yeah.
would be my favorite part. But yeah, I think like it's fun to edit. I mean, I think my time is probably spent like better elsewhere, better spent elsewhere. You know what I'm talking about.
You should do your time. You should use your time differently.
Yeah. I think I could, be creating more, but it is fun to like kind of put everything together and then see it.
You're actually editing like on the time, like in the software?
That's correct.
Really?
Yeah.
How long you been doing that? Since
Forever.
the beginning?
Yeah.
Like Adobe Premiere?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because, when you're producing
Yeah.
in the sense of
You either have to pay a really good editor or you got to learn to do it yourself.
Yeah. And if you don't know, especially for this, like I'm saying, like I knew I was going to like obviously break even, but like maybe make money a little bit. But, I don't want to I need to cut the costs where I can in
Sure.
order to like be able to, because everything I make, I just mostly put back into making more stuff.
Well, to be fair with comedy too, you need like a comedic editor because the timing
Yeah, it's really important.
is really important, right? I mean, like you'd have a ton of takes, you have a ton of different jokes in the takes. You got
Yeah.
to decide which one goes where, how much space to leave before this punchline lands.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, I have an advantage because I'm there on the day going,
Sure.
like, I know what I'm going to use. Like, so I can direct someone and get the take that I know I want.
Yeah.
And then just be
Use
like,
that
all right,
take,
we're
yeah.
moving on.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
don't have to pour through all the footage to find the
Right.
best
Or
thing.
I don't
You
have
already
to
an
sit there
idea,
for
yeah.
like 15 takes.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to do that.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, it's definitely like an interesting process, but it's working. I have a question. I'm really sorry. This is completely unrelated. What is sheesh?
Oh, sesh.
Sesh. I thought it was
they're a
sheesh.
little, could easily be
I
that.
like it less now for
They're
some
little
reason.
nicotine pouches.
Oh, okay. So they're like not
Yeah.
Zins.
It's basically a
Okay.
Zyn competitor. But we posted a few videos with some health experts talking about nicotine and Zyn or whatever.
What
and
did they
Sesh
say?
picked up on it and they were like, "Hey, here's a bunch of free stuff."
That's
and I was
great.
like, "Cool, I'll talk about your stuff from now on."
Yeah, I should listen to that episode because I have a crippling nicotine addiction.
Do you?
I have
you want one of
Nicotine
these?
right now.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Never
a
mind
problem. Just mainlining it
Well,
constantly.
here's the thing. From the research that I've done, and I am not a medical expert nor am I a health expert, but I
Listen
try to talk
Andrew
about
Huberman
it, you know?
once
Yeah,
talk about this and took what I wanted to hear. That's what I did.
That's all you got to do is lock onto that one thing. Anybody says anything about it, you just go, well, if you listen to Andrew
Yeah.
Huberman, I think he's smarter than you,
It's
Mom.
the vehicle
Yeah.
in which you consume the nicotine
Yeah.
is the thing. But
Well,
what did they say?
That is more or less it.
Yeah.
Is that pure nicotine by itself does not have as the, like, we conflated tobacco use with nicotine use and
Yeah.
then labeled the whole thing as bad. And there's obviously still downsides to using any sort of like addictive substance, which obviously nicotine is highly addictive.
Yeah.
But in lower doses, there can actually be a lot of health benefits that come from it, especially cognitively.
Right.
There's research now suggesting. I just had Max Lugavere on. We talked a little bit about this, and he's a brain health guy and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Like deep in Alzheimer's. He produced a documentary about dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff. And so there's some early exciting indications that nicotine could potentially help reverse the effects of neurodegenerative disorders. So things like that. And then it's obviously a nootropic.
Yeah.
You know, like I assume when you're writing, you got.
I am doing this all the time.
Yeah.
That's
For me, podcasting
Yeah.
is like I pop in one of these.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
great.
feel more on. I
Yeah.
feel more, I don't know, energized. I feel like I can recollect things better.
Yeah.
I can articulate things better. So I think it's kind of a superpower in some ways. The only thing is that because it's so highly addictive, you can, when you start going into really high doses, there can be like a lot of negative side effects potentially,
Right.
especially on like vasculature and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's obviously a vasoconstrictor. So if you're, upping the dose from 5 to 15 milligrams a day, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I ran through a whole pack of these 6 milligram, pouches, and it's like, oh, that's like 50 milligrams today. Like probably not a great thing, especially when you multiply that over doing it for 40 years if you don't
Yeah.
ever intend on stopping. So
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that part and go with the first part. So I'm like, why am I spending hundreds of dollars on gum every month? Like, this is crazy. I don't, it's nuts.
yeah, actually these sessions I like a lot too, because they seem a little bit slower releasing. Like sometimes I'll put the Zyn in and it just like slaps me in the face
Yeah.
immediately. It's just like, ooh, and I got to take it out.
Those hurt.
Fall
They
over.
hurt my mouth.
Yeah, these ones don't as much.
Okay.
You're more than, I have a couple packs if you want to try a couple
Well, I'm
of them.
curious because did they say anything about like anything on like, is there a side effect as far as like your gums are
So I had a
concerned?
dentist on, and I
guy.
asked him the same question.
And what did he say?
So he said that the data is not completely clear yet because widespread usage of pouches is still in its kind of infancy at the moment. But he's like, I will say for people who have a spot where they just like leave it,
Not good.
he's like, we see softening of the gum tissue. It's nowhere near as bad as like tobacco, like chewing
Right.
tobacco would be. Like that destroys the gum
Right.
and could potentially cause like mouth cancer and things like that. And he can see that immediately on an X-ray.
Yeah.
But like he was saying with the pouches, it's more like if you favor one side, if you have to do it, if you're going to do it, just don't leave it in on one side exclusively. Like swap it around to different places.
Interesting.
But he said that they've seen like kind of softening of the gums there,
Okay.
so it could potentially be harmful later on. But I assume that would probably at least be somewhat similar with gum. I mean, it's still going in, like you're still absorbing it through your mouth.
Yeah, I don't.
Essentially, so
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just Sometimes I don't even drink water. I'm like, I know I need water, but I'd rather have this gum. And I'm so sick. It's really bad.
You don't drink water with the gum?
I gotta take the gum out.
Literally, that's why I have this here, because like I when I have a pouch in, I'll just drink some water and just swish it around my mouth every once in a while, just to kind of like clear it all out.
Clear it out.
That's got to be science.
That's the medical term for it.
For sure. Clearing out the nicotine.
Clear out and leave room for more. Yeah. But I will like not drink water all day because I'm chewing gum, and then I'll be like, damn, I haven't had water, and then I'll just drink a gallon of water. I'm like, this is not right. But I also have like a very severely addictive personality, so it's just in my DNA. I think I'm just gonna get something. It's got to be something.
You know what? You can't just be viceless.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's viceless?
Boring people.
Yeah, boring people, and then people who end up committing some sort of egregious crime in 20 years,
and that's
because
why
they bottled up the vices. They're, you know what I mean? It's like,
this is why I chew the nicotine gum.
Yeah,
I will justify this. Whatever you have, I will use it as justification.
Exactly. Like, well, at least I'm not going to murder anybody. You know what I mean? So nicotine.
Would you rather that?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Probably not. Yeah.
I did quit vaping.
Did you?
I was vaping, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was smoking, and then I was vaping, and now I'm...
Smoke cigarettes?
Yeah,
okay.
I did for a
Do you
long
miss it?
time. No, not
really?
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I smoked a pack a day for 9 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I smoked for a long time, and then I switched to vaping, and then there was like... I'd been not smoking for so long that like I remember walking by someone who was smoking, and I was like, ugh. And then immediately I was like, oh my God.
That was me.
That was me. And I was convinced. I was like, I don't smell. I don't smell like smoke at all.
That's the whole thing. I've never
wild.
smoked cigarettes before, and that's the one thing that's prevented me from doing it. Honestly, it was like I get the idea, like that,
the concept,
the nicotine and a like cup of black coffee, the ritual of going outside and smoking. Like I could get behind all of that stuff, but I was just like, at the end of the day, I know as soon as you light up, the rest of the day you smell exactly like that. Which is a problem. Which is why I don't smoke cigars a lot anymore. That's kind of why I started on these, because I like smoking cigars.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know I'm not going to be a 2 cigars a day type of guy, because that's where the problems come.
Right.
You know?
That would be crazy. That's a personality at that point.
It is. And there are some people who do that, but like,
gotta get a pinky ring.
But then you just but then you just literally smell like cigar smoke 24/7, and it seeps into your clothes and your paint and your car.
It's not good.
It's like, I can't.
Yeah, you
can't
can't live like that.
Yeah.
I do.
So I
miss,
still like the occasional cigar. But
yeah. Well, it's like a cool. It's nice. It's a social thing.
I'm not going to give that up.
No, you can't do it. I'm not going to make you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And frankly, I encourage young people to get into it.
Get on board. Yeah, I miss this. There's like the smokers group, the group of like those that I miss that, because it's like it's an offshoot of everybody that leaves the party and is like, I need a fucking break.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have your little community outside of people like, I don't want to fucking go back.
It's a pretty generous community.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you get, like, can I grab one of those? Like, you got a light? Like, everybody seems to be giving and like, sharing and stuff.
It's kind of like a jaded, cynical group, I found.
Yeah.
But I love it's funny.
Well, you know what? There's interesting data behind that too. Is that in a lot of these blue zones, which I've heard that the blue zone thing is kind of the data is skewed from what I've heard. But anyway, if you're going to accept that as being truth, like these 5 blue zones where there's the highest concentration of people who live past 100, almost all of them smoke.
Interesting.
But it's because of the community. Yeah. The lonely, like we're in the whole concept behind renaming the show to Travis Makes Friends was about the loneliness epidemic. Yeah. And it's like it's a double-digit increase in all-cause mortality.
Wow.
Is subjective internal feelings of loneliness, like not feeling connected to the tribe or to the group. So it would make sense that a marker of longevity would be tight-knit communities or a sense of belonging in some way.
Wow.
And smoking, that ritual of smoking, it's obviously not the actual smoking of cigarettes or whatever, smoking cigars. It's just the ritual of doing it gets you outside. Typically, you're not smoking inside for the most part.
Right.
You're outside, you're with other people. It's a community thing that involves everybody. It makes everybody feel welcomed or whatever.
Interesting.
So there's a little bit of data behind that too.
Yeah. Wow. That. Yeah. I mean, there's such a big. I bet.
Obviously, I'm not condoning smoking cigarettes.
No, don't
it's
do it.
probably bad.
But go make some friends. Talk to people.
Exactly.
If they happen to be smoking.
And chew Nicorette.
Yeah.
Or
easy.
try some sessions.
Yeah. Don't chew Nicorette. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. And then I literally went into Rite Aid the other day, and the guy was like, all right, good luck. And I was like, oh no.
Wait, why?
Because he thinks I'm trying to quit smoking. Oh. And I'm like, oh no. sir. No. We've passed that point.
Yeah, no, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
I'm addicted to the gum.
Yeah.
And then people ask me if they like the gum. It's too much. I love the gum.
Yeah,
I can't stop with the gum. So one day.
Maybe Sesh will send you some products.
Yeah, maybe.
Send Nikki some products.
Trying to like, I don't know. Is that my new thing now? It's like, what?
Maybe.
Where does it end?
I like the slow release of these ones. Like I can pop one in for like 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
And just kind of like let it sit.
Yeah.
But it
We'll
keeps me up, keeps me productive.
Yeah.
A little energy boost. Okay. Like I'm driving to San Diego after this, and it's gonna probably be through traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop another one of these bad boys when I get in the truck.
What are you doing in San Diego?
Vacation.
Oh,
like
nice.
a real vacation. Most of the time, my vacations are like it's
Work
a work
related,
trip,
yeah.
and then I'd throw on vacation. As a part of it. Like, we'll stay an extra day or two. Or whatever.
And then
this one's like a real
that's
vacation.
So exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Do you have plans? What are you gonna do? Anything fun?
A whole lot of nothing.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, especially coming from Vegas because it's like 118 right there,
Hot.
like right now during July, August. So we went to Oregon for like a week and a half to visit my wife's family, get out from the heat, and then now we're doing a week or so, a little bit over a week in San Diego.
That's
so
nice.
Yeah, it's cool because my buddy lives down there. He's a correctional officer, and
nice.
he's like my friend from we've been friends since we were 3.
Wow.
So whenever I get to go hang out with those guys, it's a lot of fun. So I'm going out today, and I'll be there for a couple of days by myself, just like with my
your boys.
with the bros.
Boys trip.
Yeah. And then my wife and kids are coming out
Nice.
A couple of days later.
That's good.
And then we'll spend a few days out there
Get
by
the
ourselves.
debauchery out of the way.
Exactly.
This is good plan, smart plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't want to do both at the same time.
You can't. You just can't. It's not possible. It will not happen.
No. And then as soon as we get back, kids are in school. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. What is it like being a parent in these weird times?
It's insane. It is the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
But every time I say that though, I like, because there's like this whole movement now, for like don't have kids, and
Is there?
I feel like a lot of younger people are like, I'm never having kids,
Yeah.
and they see their friends who have kids like struggling or whatever.
Right.
Or there's a viral video. Who was that was talking shit about it? Some like big pop star. I want to say Billie Eilish, but I don't want to throw her under the bus if
Right.
it wasn't her. But it was somebody like that
Okay.
that basically came out and said like, all my friends who have kids are miserable. I'm never gonna have kids or whatever. What was
Dua
it?
Lipa?
Dua Lipa said that. It was one of these big pop stars
Yeah.
with a ton of followers. So like whoever was got a ton of flack from all the parents, obviously,
Right.
in their community.
Right.
Because I highly encourage people to have kids because it is while being the most difficult thing, also
Rewarding.
the most unbelievable,
Yeah.
unbelievably unexplainably awesome things as
Right.
well. But it does not negate the fact that it is a lot of work.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and it kind of just alters the way that you view life.
Right.
I used to be like extremely goal-oriented, focused, ambitious on this one thing that I really want to accomplish, regardless of whatever else. Like kids come in and they kind of change that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not about you anymore.
Right. It literally is.
Yeah.
But it definitely, I think gives the thing that a lot of humans are missing, which is some sort of purpose
Right.
or like sense of meaning, or that like what you're doing is actually for something.
Right.
And having kids definitely solidifies that.
That's awesome.
So wouldn't change it at
Yeah.
all. And we'll probably have one or two more. So I highly encourage people to do it. But,
Yeah.
That's not to say that it's easy at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't go through life skirting all responsibility. That there's like the
Right.
new trend is just like, take care of yourself. And it's like, I get that. And
Yeah.
you need to be selfish to a certain degree, and you have to
Right.
take care of yourself, or else everything else will suffer.
Right.
But also, if you spend your entire life avoiding all forms of responsibility, I think you're just going to be this purposeless blob that's just kind of existing.
Yeah, there's a weird thing that's happening where people expect things to just happen.
Right.
Which is very bizarre. I never really
I heard
understood
somebody
that.
say this the other day, and it was like, yes, that's exactly true. And he said something like, the universe does not owe you your dream life, or something like that.
Right.
And it's somewhere along the way we got that confused, where it's just like, because I'm born, I deserve to have 100 million subscribers on YouTube. It's like, wait, what? Hang on a second. Like, this doesn't just happen.
Yeah,
That's
kind of the thing, and I think it's just like social media makes there's just like this illusion of like it's easy, just like effortlessness of like this is just a person like me, and they have all of they're doing what I want to do, so therefore I can do that.
And you assume that the people who are showing you that's actually true for them.
Right.
Which
well, that's
in
the
a
thing.
lot
It's
of
an
cases it's
illusion.
not.
And nobody
Yeah.
sees, what happens when they're not on a phone, which is like, I'm sure, whatever, the work that goes into it or whatever
Right.
it is. It's just like they see it and they're like, it happens.
Right.
If it happened for them, it could happen for me.
Yeah,
And it's like,
exactly.
well, you got to do something.
Right.
To
You're gonna have
work
to
towards that.
work on some things. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna
but-
have to have skills.
I think certain people are more like just starters, I just think like inherently certain people have, I don't know if it's a gene. I don't know what it is, but I just, there are certain peoples that are just like, they'll do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like, I think you can learn how to do things,
Sure.
but it's like a drive in certain people that like, it doesn't, I feel like you can be less talented, and if you have that, you can
100%.
get further,
100%. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, the struggle is guaranteed, the success is not, which is probably the
Yeah.
part that sucks. For most
Yeah.
people, is that like you can struggle and struggle, and then feel like you're not making any progress.
Yeah.
And that's like usually how it happens, though, is the problem. I liken it to playing the guitar a lot, because when I first started learning to play guitar, and I'm not like a great guitar player or anything, but I can play a little bit. And when I first started learning, I was in high school. I legit remember having the thought that like maybe I'm just one of those people that can't learn guitar,
Right.
Because this is impossible.
Yeah.
Like I put my fingers on the string, I can't even like make the formation, and I try to play the chord, and it's just buzzing. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
And like, how do you even press the strings down hard enough?
Right.
And literally what happens, obviously with the guitar, especially steel string like acoustic guitar, is that you develop actual calluses on your fingers.
Right.
So I've heard of that, like for anything, there's always a callus building phase.
Right.
And it's the phase that sucks the hardest, because
Yeah.
you're not good at all. Like nothing you produce is going to be good. There's not going to
Right.
get any positive feedback. The people in your house are going to be like, why are you playing that terrible music?
Yeah.
Stop it. You know what I mean? Everything about it sucks.
Yeah.
But if you can stick with it long enough to build
Yeah.
the calluses and like get that first time where you like can play a song,
Yeah.
then the practice becomes more fun.
Right.
It starts to turn into something that you actually enjoy doing.
Yeah.
But sometimes that callus building phase can be 3 years.
Yeah.
If you're like, especially like you're creating, you're on
Right.
YouTube or podcasting, or you're making shows or movies, it's
Yeah.
like that callus building phase can be
Yeah.
a significant period of your life, and it feels like you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, well, hopefully you're surrounded by people that like will tell you honestly, like this is good or bad.
Yeah.
That's I feel like important. You
Yeah,
can't be,
support you, believe in you.
or be like that's
But
that's not
exactly.
funny,
Right.
or whatever, and then that you trust them enough. But I think it's a lot of people have confirmation bias where they're surrounding themselves with people that are like, this is really good, and then it's not.
Right.
It's
not
not
actually good. Right.
It's not, and
Right.
someone has to tell this person
Yeah.
that this isn't good.
And it has to be good to somebody who doesn't know you. It's
That's
kind of the key.
yeah.
It's like, right? It's
Yeah.
like you can make something that you think is funny, and then your
Right.
friends will look at it and be like, "That's hilarious," because they
Right.
know you,
Right.
and they have a relationship with you already, so
Yeah.
they can piece it together. But it's like you show it to a stranger.
Yeah.
Will that stranger give two shits about this?
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
know.
question.
But
Yeah.
it's also everything is so subjective. So who fucking knows?
Right.
I feel like it's as long as you're just at least doing it.
Doing it,
Like it's better than not doing
and
it.
you can enjoy the process to some degree.
Yeah,
That's all. Like,
be realistic about the process.
yeah.
Like it takes time.
yeah, it's not
Anything
gonna happen in
takes
3
time.
months.
Yeah, it might. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
It has happened.
But those are the ones that people hold on to. They see
Right.
like the
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
to
yeah.
a girl and the
Yeah.
Bobby
But, like,
Al
what is
tops.
she doing? You know what I mean? Like,
not
what-
anything anymore. Just
right.
scammed a bunch of people out
Yeah.
of crypto thing that didn't go well. But obviously probably got a bunch of bad information on
Right.
that herself and had no idea what was going on really.
Yeah.
And but there's people using her for her audience
Yeah.
and so
weird.
it's like even if it does happen, a lot of times it's
Yeah.
like flash in the pan stuff because it
Right.
wasn't actually built on something that's
Yeah.
like a core competency that you
Yeah.
can continue doing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you even really want that type of success? It's like,
Right.
I don't know.
What do
Probably
you
not.
do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. You got to put in the reps 100%,
Gotta do
regardless
it.
of what it is, unfortunately.
I want to play the guitar. I
Do you?
just can't, yeah. I just feel like it'd be cool. I tried to learn how to play the harmonica.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Again, the worst
I picked one of
callus
those
building
up, actually.
phase.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it, especially if you have dogs. Just like crying mercilessly. Why would you do this? Yeah.
It's a cool instrument, though, just because
Yes.
you can carry it around in your pocket.
Easy.
You know?
It's,
Just bust it out on an
yeah.
airplane.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm.
So, but guitar, though, you want to learn guitar.
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be fun,
Yeah.
but also I'm not gonna. I
Pursue
don't
a
have
career
time.
in music. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like don't have time.
Yeah.
So.
You have to start making decisions on your
Right.
where you're going to spend your mental capacity or energy.
I'm tired. Yeah. I don't want to do any. Like, if I can get another hobby, it'll be like calligraphy. Something simple that I can just like doodle a little bit and put it down and be like, wow, that was really enjoyable.
Yeah, that was cool, but now I can go to sleep.
Right.
I don't have to show this to the world.
Right. I don't want to carry it around with me. I'm like, I don't want to buy stuff.
I'll be investing into pen sets.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's fine. But like a guitar, I need a case, and then I'm that guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That's fair. That's fair. Last time we talked a lot about Billy Madison.
We did.
And since Happy Gilmore 2 came out recently, I thought it'd be fun to do like a blind ranking of Adam Sandler movies.
Okay.
So I'm going to read off some movies. So imagine, you got 10 slots to fill.
Okay.
So I'm just going to name a movie. You got to put it in a slot.
Okay.
Once it's in the slot, it's in that slot.
Okay.
Armand, you got to help me keep track of these.
Oof.
All right, here we go. The Waterboy.
Oh, that's like 3 for
3,
me.
okay. 3 for the Waterboy.
That movie.
All right. There's so many good ones. Grown Ups.
7.
Big Daddy.
Oh, God, I fucking love that movie. 4.
Mr. Deeds.
6.
50 First Dates.
I don't know. 9.
Don't Mess with the Zohan.
That's a good one.
That one's one of the underrated ones to me.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
8.
8 for Don't Mess with the Zohan. Okay. Happy Gilmore.
2.
Billy Madison.
1.
All right. Well, I guess this one goes. That's number
my
10.
last one.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, I was prepared for a different. Do I have to put it on there?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I guess it's going on 10.
Got to be number 10.
I was waiting for like Click, Uncut Gems.
Click. Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I was saving slots
because you wanted to put them at the bottom.
No, I was prepping them in.
Oh, you want those at the top?
They would in the middle.
Click
in the
would
middle
go
range.
somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's all right.
And Uncut Gems would.
Yeah, but just I didn't like that movie. I didn't particularly like it, but it evoked such strong emotion inside of me that it has to be there. Because that means it was so good.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I see. Yeah. The movie itself was great.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like Adam Sandler-esque, obviously.
Right, but he's just so he's just so good that
is.
I'm like, this guy is a fucking chameleon.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be somebody.
It seems to me like what you're doing now is like I look at people like Adam Sandler and I go like this is the world that will be kind of more in the future, because like every time he does something, he just employs all the people he loves.
That's exactly
He
it.
brings people back into the fold who you haven't seen in a long time. Like you see just Kevin Nealon in just another spot in his movie or whatever.
Yes.
It's like
Rob
that
Schneider,
guy's so funny.
just back there.
Yeah, David Spade.
Yeah.
Like he's just constantly putting out stuff and just being like, I know you guys are good.
Right.
Let's go hang out
Yes.
and have it funded.
Seriously, I mean? And it's because, and that's my dream, obviously.
Yeah.
But when as I found working on different sets, it's just easier when you know that people aren't divas, that they're good energy, that you know what you're getting, and it's fun. It's just built-in fun. Whereas if you are you never know. Like,
you're just cast in a project. You got to show up to set.
Someone could be a great actor, but they could be a fucking piece of shit.
Right.
Like, they could be the worst person, and that affects everybody on set.
Yeah.
And it literally one person can just set the tone of an entire production. Like, it really is hard.
Yeah.
So that you see it, I mean, Judd Apatow, Adam Sandler, like all of these like big clicks, like there's a reason that they do it.
Yeah, that they just pull from the same pool all the time. Yeah.
And it works, and they always make great movies because it's fun, and I really believe that energy, like on set making the movie, when you're putting that like good vibe into it, like it translates.
Absolutely. It has to. There's no way it doesn't.
Yeah.
When you're working for that long with all of these people, you have this toxic culture, not to use these stupid buzzwords,
Buzzwords,
but
it's
it's
like,
true.
It really can.
Yeah.
It can be bad.
And it takes all the fun out of. Again, you're not pursuing a career in movies because you just love hard work.
Right.
Like you're doing it
Right,
because
right,
you
right.
enjoy some aspect of the
Yeah.
process. And if somebody's there just sucking all of that
Right.
good energy out of the room, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, why are we doing this?
Yeah, why are you
Might as well
here?
just work at Kohl's.
Right. I don't know about that, but they should work at Kohl's. Why are you not working at Kohl's? How did you get here? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the new evolution. Is just going to be like
I really
people
hope
putting
so.
projects together,
That's-
but it'll be more accessible.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, obviously Sandler went the SNL route and
Right.
got his first
But that was
movie
the framework,
through directly.
I
Exactly,
think we're just in a
and
weird
so Andy
process.
Samberg and those guys,
We're building the new framework right now,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And it's a cool time. I am hoping that this is like, my hope is to be one of the first ones that like really figures it out. Like, does the fucking thing. But like either way, I think that like in a few years there will be a framework built and there will be a new way of doing things, which is much more accessible to the creator. And
Yeah.
who knows?
Somebody's got to figure it out. May as well be you, Nikki.
God, if somebody could just figure it out and then tell me.
You keep slipping into Jennifer Coolidge whenever
I
you
fucking
say,
love
"Oh,
her so
God."
much. She's so good.
Gosh.
I just watched a movie with her that was, what was the fucking, it's on Netflix. It's a real
Most
movie.
like recent?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like the main person?
It was like with Ed Harris. It was an ensemble
I don't think
cast.
I've seen
Bang
that.
Bang or something. It's not that, but it's something. It was on Netflix.
I haven't seen that.
It might be
I like
that
Ed Harris,
with
though.
Riff Raff. Thank you.
Okay,
Bill
there you
Murray's
go.
in it.
Oh, I mean, how do you miss?
Yeah, but it was great.
That's a great
Yeah,
cast.
it was definitely a vibe.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is interesting.
That was probably a fun set.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was a like interesting subject matter. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was just like I was like, oh, this is a unique. It felt very indie.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Did you watch Severance?
Fucking love that
Okay,
show.
thank you. I was going to say.
Oh my god.
What I thought was so interesting about it is that like the main guy and the director are like come directly from the comedy world, and it's obviously not a comedy at all. Like
Yeah.
when I saw Ben Stiller as the director, I was like, is that a different Ben Stiller?
No, Ben
Like,
Stiller
that's
has
wild.
directed so many. People, I feel like, don't understand
Yeah.
how much he's directed, and like they don't even. Really, yeah, Tropic Thunder, obviously, but like
Yeah.
he's directed a lot of stuff that's not in the comedy world too.
Interesting.
But I mean,
was
that's
a
a great
brilliant
example.
show.
The writing, I think that show is so. It is so funny. Some of the scenes,
Yeah.
that if you just read them, like I think in the format of the show, they're not as funny. But if you just read the script, it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like it cuts through the tension.
Absolutely.
But it's so beautiful. I can't say enough good things about that show.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
I'm a sucker for really good cinematography, and it's like when you watch a show like that, you just know how many hours were spent on each individual shot.
The attention
know,
to detail in
yeah.
art department, every
It's-
single the story.
It's like the symmetry
Yes.
in every shot
Yeah.
is just like so pleasing to the eye.
And the
you know?
intention behind the
Yeah,
symmetry.
right.
Like it's just so layered.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've yet to see a show that is that masterful in every department
Yeah.
and so nuanced, and like just the detail that went into everything you could possibly think of in
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, it's just so phenomenal.
And I love movies or shows like that create a world that it now exists where like you watch the first episode or whatever, it's kind of slow, it's really just a lot of beautiful shots
Yeah.
and not a lot of dialogue, and you start getting into it and you go like, oh, it's more than just the premise of like being severed. It's like the philosophy and ethics behind it, and there's people protesting the
Right.
idea of severance, and it's
Right.
like they've created a world where this is the reality of
Right.
that world. And I love watching people create new worlds like
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
then making it completely believable, and
Yeah.
then the thought experiment of what would actually happen
Right.
if this were possible. you
Yeah.
know? And it's a wild one.
I know.
It makes you really think deeply too about like consciousness, what makes people. Like when the first episode, you're just like, oh yeah, he's a different person at work, and
Yeah.
then he is at home.
Yeah.
And you start getting into it, you're like, wow, I guess that really would be like a
Yeah.
completely different version of yourself.
Right.
Like you are kind of a slave owner of another version of
Yeah.
yourself that you just forced to do things that you don't want to do. Like that's pretty wild.
And that's the beauty of storytelling where
Yeah.
if you can make something and someone walks away and they're having those thoughts, like that is it.
Deep philosophical conversations about life.
Yeah, exactly. But like makes you have a different perspective on things that
Right.
or evokes an emotion or something that makes you think about something that you never would have even considered.
Right.
You know, and I just think it's important to do that. And especially using I know it's not technically a comedy, but I would consider it to have so many comedic elements.
Yeah. You
Using
can't take that out of Ben Stiller
No.
or Adam Scott.
No, you
know,
can't. But there's so using comedy as a vehicle to do that is so effective because when you're laughing, you're not thinking, and it creates that opening of an idea to slip in, and that's so cool.
Yeah. That even the dude with the mustache, I forget his name. His the actors. Yeah. Well, he's great too.
Yeah.
He crushes that part. So good.
Oh yeah, John Turturro.
The dude with the mustache. He's in Don't Mess with the Zohan. He's the is that who you're talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah. Transformers. Yeah. It's like another comedic actor. Like it was just so funny when I saw more people walking on. I was like, these are all hilarious people, but they're it obviously plays into the way that they play the characters too, and they understand the time. Like there's just some things you can't teach like that, and those it was just so well done.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part about these crazy cinematic television shows is that they take 4 years to produce a damn season.
That was a problem for me. When I tell you, I told everybody about it, and whoever hadn't watched it, I was like, you better watch the show if you want to be in my life for however long this is going to be on. And then, an episode would come out, and I'm watching it immediately, and like my husband would get mad at me. I'm like, I have waited 3.5 years. I will not wait a second longer to watch this show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it.
Did you start with season 1, like when it first came out?
Yeah.
So I don't know how you dealt with that cliffhanger.
It was
from season 1 to season 2.
This is why I'm watching it immediately.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Because I did not do that. We waited till season 2 came out, and then we started watching, and I was like, this is really good. And that cliffhanger at the end of season 1, I was like, I am really glad that that I can just watch the next episode right now.
I was like, are you kidding?
It's one of those series where like you know it's getting late, you got to go to bed.
Right, you can't stop.
But it's like, I got to at least watch the next 15 minutes of the first, just to get the answer from that one. And then I'll turn it off once and then they pull you into a different story. And it's like, I guess I'm just watching 12 episodes tonight.
Yeah, guess I'm just not going to sleep because Severance is on. And I can turn it off. But
even though it's at my discretion to turn it off whenever I want, and I can restart it whenever I want.
I'm in control here. Am I?
Yeah, no, not at all.
No.
Not at all. Not when it's a show that's that good.
It's so good.
Yeah, that was one of the big ones for me.
I know. And then White Lotus was happening at the same time, so I felt like I was really getting pulled. People were like, are you White Lotus or Severance? And I was like, I will.
Both?
I was watching Severance. I was Severance is the shit.
Yeah, I would definitely, like, if I was going to erase one of them from cinema history, it would be White Lotus.
Now, here's
I would
a
rather
question.
watch Severance.
Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
Yes.
Oh my God, thank you.
So,
I feel like it is one of the most underrated shows.
Well, you know my background a little bit, right? No? I come from like a fundamentalist.
Yeah.
Mega church.
So you love this.
Fantastic.
It is one of the funniest shows.
Brilliant.
If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch all of the seasons.
Yeah.
That show is one of the funniest shows on television, and I just feel like it hasn't gotten
die on that hill.
The PR that it deserves.
The cast is incredible.
Fantastic.
Anything Danny McBride touches is basically like, I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
So good.
But this was, to me, his crowning achievement compared to like the other shows.
Yeah.
It was just so good.
It's great. Yeah. I can't. The sister in that show, I forget her name, but she's like one of the, she's so funny.
She just gets more and more unhinged as the seasons develop.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So anyway,
she's
I love
like
that.
the craziest person.
Yeah.
And
I guess
her
that
husband too.
Yeah, BJ. That would be the show that I'm watching. I'm watching that show.
Yeah.
I finished it, obviously, as it came out. But
of course.
God, it was so good.
And they wrapped on a solid
I
note
love
too.
the way that they wrapped it up. It was fantastic. The opposite of what, I wanted Severance. If they could have just figured out the way that they were going to end that better.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
Why?
It was confusing, but
I just was like.
My question is, where do they go from here? Because the stakes are so high right now.
Correct.
And there's no escape. How are they going to, what's the next step? It's a good question.
I don't know. Only speculation can give us a
That's
bad
right.
answer.
Yeah, exactly. An
Yeah.
answer that's not going to do justice until they actually come out with the show.
Yeah, hopefully we don't.
Do you know when
have
that's
to
coming
wait.
out? Like,
I don't.
I think like Q1 next year or something, Q2 next year.
What is Q2? What is Q1?
Like-
What is that? What is the quarter?
Yeah.
What months are those?
Like March to June.
Okay. All right. I don't have a
think-
job, so
I think
I'm
it's 2026.
unfamiliar
is my
with the
point.
cues. You just say dates normally in my life.
That's fair. I come from the business world.
Yeah. Q1. I'm like, this is.
Yeah, like I think early 2026.
Okay.
I don't think we have to wait that long.
God, I hope not.
Come from right now.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But like House of Dragon was like that. It was like watched that and then it was
Yeah.
like, 3.5 years till the next season.
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
But that's like I didn't watch that, but that's like a
No.
whole.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah. I watched it late though. I watched it like way.
But you finished it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. A lot of incest.
Also the worst
A lot of
ending.
incest was my takeaway from that.
Worst ending in
Jesus.
TV history, in my opinion. I was so pissed
I
when
don't even
I watched.
remember, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I remember it because it was a traumatic event in my life.
Right. You wanted it to be good and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I did it. Like it was I think probably the reason I was so offended at it is like, if you would have asked me at that time, what's your favorite show ever?
It's
Game of Thrones,
yeah.
number one. Like
Everyone.
now it's like maybe top 10
Wow.
because the ending just ruined it for me. I was
That's
just
so
like, it's hard for
upsetting.
me. Like even if I went through and watched it again, I'd be like, I know what's coming.
Right.
I
and
know
it's
what's at
still
the
gonna
end, and
upset
it's
you.
not at all satisfying in the least.
That's
And it's
really
just like,
unfortunate.
ugh.
You
So I
gotta-
hope they don't do that with House of Dragon. Although we kind of know what's happening because it's a prequel,
Right.
you know, to what's coming. So you kind of know that it's going to end in disaster to a certain degree.
But
But all of a sudden, that dude who played the king in that one, King Viserys, he's in like 12 things that I
Really?
saw him in, like after that show, including
That's-
Mobland, the show I was talking about, the guy
I
Ritchie,
mean,
Tom Hardy one.
that
He's got a
was
lot
a
of
good
work
one
on
to
him.
have.
Yeah.
You gotta definitely. I don't know how you're not working after you do that. Really, that would be crazy. Yeah.
Did you see Superman?
No, I'm not a big like.
Superhero movie.
Yeah,
person.
it doesn't really do it for me. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, let's not talk about that then.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to like promote new original IP.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
That's fair. When you're in the industry, it's got to be a little
Yeah,
disheartening.
but I also am just like that's never been like the thing for me.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
yeah.
But people love it. It's
I
just
thought it
really
was solid.
loud.
I thought that was solid.
It's like a lot of loud.
I like James Gunn a lot. He does really good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, cinematically, I'm sure it's great, but I'm also like, what's the story? Is there all news? I don't even know enough to be like, is this a new story or are you just telling the same story over and
Yeah,
over
it's
again?
a new story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to do that, right?
I think so.
It'd be crazy if
You
they were
really
just
they just went back to Christopher Reeve's
the
Superman
same story
storyline.
over and over again. People keep going to the theaters for this. Yeah, that's how far removed I am.
I was happy to see is like just a breath of fresh air on the DC universe was my biggest thing.
Yeah,
Just like,
that feels like an oxymoron.
what do you mean?
A breath of fresh air in the DC
Oh, yeah.
universe. Yeah. It's like,
I just got
alright.
to say, like some of those movies they're making at the end were just like, this is just not good.
Yeah, but they
like
need-
Black Adam
yeah.
was terrible.
I-
And I like The Rock for the most part. I'll watch his movies. Like
Yeah.
you know, he's The Rock. He's not doing Tom
He does
Hardy
the
work.
same thing
You know,
every
he's
time.
the same
except
character
he's
in
like,
every film.
This time it's the same movie, but I'm missing an arm.
Exactly.
And you're like, all right,
Yeah.
greenlit,
Like,
make that.
I'm on board. That'll
Yeah.
do 200 million in the box office.
Yeah, I don't
opening
know.
weekend. Yes, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's like the same movie
It's the same
every
plot,
time,
yeah,
but
for
just
sure.
like now he's an amputee.
Well, he's got this biopic with this wrestler.
Yeah, I did see that. That actually looks really
It's
interesting.
supposed to be.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mhm.
saw the trailer for
And
that.
she's great.
Yeah, that looks really interesting the way that they did that.
Yeah,
Very A24. of
Yeah.
Yeah.
A24 is crushing.
them. Yeah,
right now.
I mean, yeah.
They're putting
you
out so
can't go
much good
wrong.
stuff. Nikki, were you growing up? Were you always were you class clowny or?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, I was just very much like, this is what I'm gonna do.
This is my jam.
This is what I'm gonna do. I don't need to pay attention to math or any of the sciences. Really, I'll pay someone 10%. I swear to God, I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I'll pay someone to do this for me.
How often do you write things or do things that like make you laugh more than it makes the people around you laugh? Does that happen?
It's so funny because like if I
Like where you have like pat on the back moments where like that was funny. I don't care what anybody says. I think that's hilarious.
I pretty much do, like whenever I make something, like I don't put it out unless I'm like, this is really funny.
Okay.
Because if somebody were to say like, that's not funny,
Yeah.
then I would be able to be like, oh my God, like, they were right. But if I really think it's funny, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was funny and I know it. But like when I'm writing for if I'm writing with Brent, great example. Like we were just working on this movie, and like we will just die laughing writing. Like it's just we just cannot contain ourselves. We're like we can't even get the words out. You know, because we're just like doing dialogue, riffing, and it's like so. I don't know. I mean,
like, do you draw a line between writing like that versus your personal life?
What do you mean?
Like based on the setting you're in, like if you're hanging out with Brent or whatever, you're making jokes, you're both funny, you're talking, you're, you know, doing whatever. But like if you're in like a different setting, whether it's family or like, you know, meeting your husband's family for the first time, you know, when you guys first started dating, like, are you kind of always on comedically, or are you kind of like turning it off?
I think my brain goes there naturally, but the difference is like Brent and I are both comedians.
You don't let it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're both good. So if I say something, he'll come right back at me. And so then we can just keep going. Right. But like, you know, if I'm just having a conversation with someone, generally they don't. If they do, then I'm like, we're fucking best friends now. But I don't think I can't really turn it off. I don't think. I mean, depends on them, you know. I'm not usually like riffing at a funeral, but like if something funny happens, I might, you know. I don't know. But
it was just funny that there's one time I was talking to a friend of mine, and and we kind of go back and forth sometimes, and she's my wife's best friend. She's really, you know, a good friend of mine too. Know each other for a while, and I was like, she mentioned something about how she was good at like. It was a while ago, so I might butcher this a little bit, but she was like, she was good at getting people to like do something or say something or something like that. And I was like, oh, so like you bait them into like saying what you want to say. And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's pretty solid. Like, you know, you're at baiting, like you're a pretty good baiter.
Right.
Know?
She's a masturbator.
And
is where you were going with that.
Is where I was going with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I was trying to get it like out of her mouth. You know what I mean?
She wouldn't say it.
And I was like, so I just like kept saying things, and I was just like, you might say you're a master at it. And I was, and she was like, yeah, I am a masturbator. I was like, yes.
Did it have the same?
Did
it
pat myself
hit the same?
Back. Oh yeah, like there was one of those moments, like I was saying, where it's like I thought it was that much funnier than everybody else did, but I also didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
you know, I was like, I will laugh at this until the day that I die because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, my husband is a big fan of like the dad jokes, and he can't stop. He's like, I am the king of comedy. And I'm like, that's barely funny.
I should literally be a comedian.
Yeah, this is the funniest. I'm like, and then people laugh, and it makes me mad that people are laughing at his jokes. I'm like, I'm like, that wasn't even a joke. Yeah. Like, that's in no way.
He's not that good at this, guys.
I'm like, that's not even funny. Like, come on. You know. Listen to me. I do this for a living. Yeah.
I think I would know what's funny.
Yeah. And then he just like, he loves it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just think any laugh is like really it's worth it. Just one.
Totally.
Don't
it's
just
the
take
best
one.
drug.
It
you
is,
know what I mean?
You know,
the best medicine for them and good drug for you.
It is.
You
it's
know,
also exhausting, you know. But then when you're not doing that, like people are like, "You okay? You know, are you good?"
Yeah, I'm just normal.
I'm just like, I need a second. I need to recharge. I want to be by myself a lot to like recharge.
We'll just kind of like poke you with a stick, like be funny.
Yeah, like my doctor. You know, if they have like a new patient, I'm like best friends with my doctor, and sometimes he has like an intern, and I'm sure he briefs them.
Yeah,
and then, you know,
this next girl is coming in.
Yeah, she's
be ready.
Insane. But you know, someone will be like, "Oh, but tell a joke," and I'm like, "That's not really.
That's not how it works.
It's not really how I'm just. Am I dying or not?"
It's like that Family Guy scene with the Asian kid. He's poking him with the stick, and he's like, "Do math."
Yeah.
So it reminds me of that. It's like,
that's me.
Be funny.
Be funny.
Say something funny.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Well, you're going to be disappointed if that's what you're expecting from this interaction.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. And then I feel bad.
Just go to my YouTube channel.
I'm not funny. I should just, I should have, my mom's like been plugging my YouTube so hard.
Nice.
It's so great. She tells everybody.
You and your mom are besties, right?
Yeah, I love my mom. She actually, you want to hear a beautiful story?
I'd love to.
Okay, so my best friend, her dad, 80 years old, in Florida, about 2 hours away from my mom. My mom, 80 years old, single, in Florida. We're best friends. We get along. We're like, we should set up our parents. We introduce them via email.
I love that it was via email.
Via email. Then they went on a date because I randomly had to go up to where her dad lives because my husband's sister lives there, and we went there for Christmas, and I was like, Mom. So I was like, they went on a date. You want to know where they are now? Living together and fully in love.
No shit.
At 80 years old. And they said they feel like they've waited their whole lives to meet each other.
Wow. Congrats to you and your best friend.
Thank you. That's called
pretty awesome.
parent trapping.
Yeah, I was literally going to say that one at the beginning of the story.
We are Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan.
Parent trapping the shit out of your parents right now.
It's very exciting.
Good for you.
I know.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. 80 years old.
Good for them.
And madly in love.
So which city did they move to?
My mom.
Okay.
Yeah. She's not moving. Yeah. No. She'll only do so much for me. Yeah. You got to come.
I've waited my whole life, but also you got to move here.
Yeah. I'm not driving after 6. Yeah, but it's fantastic. So that's something exciting that's happened.
That is exciting.
Yeah, but
so
now
both you
busy.
and your mom got hitched recently, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And now it's like she's, I'm old news. She's busy. She's got a lot of doctor's appointments. She's doing a lot with him.
Yeah,
but it's good.
The calls are less frequent.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Do you remember me?
Yeah,
Like, what's going on? But also, I'm like, be busy.
But also,
just do what you're doing, please. Like, it was great at my wedding because she was like busy.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God, because this would have been a very different experience if she was like,
How was the wedding?
It was great.
Destination wedding?
Yeah, in Mexico.
Nice. That's the way to go.
Yeah, it really was awesome. It was,
You get to invite out the people who really matter.
I mean, we
in that
invited so
sense.
many people, and so many people came.
Oh, really?
Which is
they came.
wild.
Okay.
Yeah, we had, I don't know, probably like, I think we ended up with like 85 people or something.
Wow, for a destination wedding, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it was nuts. I was not expecting
We
that.
had like 500 people at our wedding.
Whoa.
Just for the ceremony, though, because at our church, it's
Right.
like they put it in the bulletin, like wedding on Saturday.
That's
or
crazy.
whatever,
And everyone
so.
just comes.
Yeah. Well, not everyone. The church is like 7,000 people.
A lot. That's
but
a
I grew
lot
up
of people.
there, so it was
Right.
like anybody who'd ever known me was
Right.
like, yeah, I'll be there.
I have to be there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then you have to pay for cake for everybody.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We were stoked because we were like, and it was no kids. Like, it was an adults only kind of a thing. So we're like, let's weed out people with kids.
Yeah.
Like, let's try and narrow this down. So it worked out really well.
I'm a fan of saving as much money as possible on a wedding, or doing it exactly how you
had
want
no
to do
flowers.
Yeah.
I got all the decorations on Temu and then shipped them.
Perfect.
I was very what comes with this?
Yeah.
Because it's like the second you get one decorate, it's like crazy the amount of money you can spend.
And as soon as you mention that it's a wedding,
I know.
the prices are just double.
Yeah.
It's like you could just be like, hey, can you cater an event? And they're like, yeah, sure, it's $30 a plate. And you're like, oh, it's actually my wedding. And they're like, okay, it's $60 a plate.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
wait a second,
Like,
what?
How?
This doesn't
For
make any
what?
sense.
I know.
We literally had a woman in our church cook a potluck of like Filipino food.
That's amazing.
And she did it for free. Like, our whole wedding was $6,500.
That is
The entire thing, including my wife's dress.
upsetting for me to
Yeah,
hear. Yeah. Well,
That was the advantage of getting married at 21.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have any money to spend.
right. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So we literally can't physically do this.
For a
so.
non-denominational wedding, I feel like I did okay.
You crushed it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
crushed
try.
it. But yeah, you want to create like an experience that matters to you.
Yeah, I'm like, what are people gonna remember?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's gonna care about the decorations or if there were
Right.
flowers or whatever.
Did you go for like a couple weeks?
No, we went for a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and because we had to be there, like, have meetings or whatever. And then everyone came out for a long time. And it's nice to just, like, get everybody together to meet each other
Exactly.
and be, because otherwise you're just there for a day and then you leave.
Well, and then you have to spend your entire wedding day saying hello
Right.
personally to every single
Yeah.
person who came instead of just enjoying the time. If you have 5-6 days and it's a smaller group of people,
Yeah.
you just get to, they're by the pool. Let's go hang out with them this
Yeah.
day, or we see them this day.
Yeah.
Did you have like a bridal party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had
How many people?
I think 5.
Like on each side?
Yeah, 5
Okay.
on each side.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we had a flower girl who was our former Navy SEAL friend,
Oh,
just with beer, and it was amazing. He really absolutely crushed it. Yeah, it was. We had
hilarious.
our dear friend who officiate who was so offensive. He made an Asian joke and a sexist joke all in one. He started talking about politics. It was wild. It was just unhinged. Everyone was like, that was the most entertaining wedding.
Well, it's like it's a Nikki wedding.
Yeah,
which
I
is what it
walked
should
out.
be.
I walked out to
Yeah.
Pony by Genuine. As you do.
As you do in a wedding.
Yeah. I was like, that's what I'm walking out to. It's my wedding. But yeah, it was good. It was a fun time.
How did you and your husband meet?
It was very cliche.
Was that recent?
No, I mean, I guess I was definitely, we were together when we did this podcast. He cast a pilot that I was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is cliche.
Very cliche.
Yeah,
I'm like,
casting couch classic.
Yeah, classic. It's fine. Whatever. It's Hollywood, baby. It didn't get me very far, did it? No, I'm just kidding. Turns out he's the masturbator. Hey, callback. Yeah. But, yeah, it's, it happened.
Nice.
Now we're here.
Well, congrats.
Hey, thanks.
Kids in the future?
At some point,
Some point.
I don't know. I think I have a skewed idea because my mom had me really late. So I'm like, it's
I was doing
possible.
the math when you said she was 80. It's like,
Yeah.
with you and your best friend both having parents that are 80 is like,
Yeah.
wow, they both started late then.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
at least
her
had a
mom
kid
is
late.
younger, but my mom is, born in 47.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's old. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
she really rolled the
But
dice
you're saying
there.
you have a skewed perspective as in like that was a good thing?
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, I'm just like, I can wait and
Yeah.
like it's gonna be,
gonna
it
be
could be
fine.
fine. Yeah. So
Yeah, especially because she did that
right.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Compared to you doing it in 2027 or 2030. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
But I mean, who knows, right? Like, I don't know I try and be better about, I just think about like what was the food that she was eating and like whatever.
Yeah,
So I'm
right.
really conscious about like not eating preservatives or
Sure.
whatever. Cause I'm
Sure.
like, let's try and keep everything good.
yeah. Yeah.
So who
So
knows?
eventually, at some point, potentially. Yeah.
I'm not in a rush, but
Yeah.
it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-children.
Yeah. They're neat.
Yeah, I'd like to be, prepared.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I had a kid now, I'd be like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
You ruined my career. And I don't want to feel that way.
Single-handedly,
Yeah,
yeah.
you are the reason. And I'm going to put all of this pressure on you.
Yeah.
Now
Which
put
is
on that tiara.
obviously very toxic.
Yeah,
put on
I
that
don't want
tiara.
that. And dance for the pageant.
You will do what I was trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah.
want to be that. I don't want to be that. So, yeah, hopefully, things keep going well and I can feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's what I want.
Well, Nikki, I
Yeah.
could talk to you for a long time, so I appreciate you coming out and doing this
Hey,
again.
Thanks for asking me.
Of course.
This is so fun.
It's always fun.
Yeah,
Always
it's
have
a
blast.
great time.
Where can people go to see some of these projects you're working on?
YouTube, Nikki Howard, Instagram at Nikki_Howard. That's everywhere. And then Hollywood Grit, AMC's August 22nd.
Perfect.
Go see it. It's a good time.
Hollywood Grit.
Hollywood Grit. Yep.
Sweet. I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be
great.
there. Yeah.
Good. I'm going to count on that.
Yeah.
Send
You got
a
one.
picture of you outside holding that day's newspaper.
You got at least one.
Yeah, great. Sold. Awesome.
I'll tell AI to generate that picture as
God
soon as we
damn
leave
it.
here.
Nothing's safe.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this.
Oh my
Nikki
God, of
Howard,
course.
everywhere, YouTube especially. Go check out some of the stuff that she's
Yeah.
working on. You will hear her name a lot more over the next decade, is my
Hey.
prediction. So,
That's all. Thanks.
Nikki, appreciate you. Everybody else listening, tuning in, remember to leave every relationship better than you found it. Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.